Okay, let's talk about the horrific incident that happened in Rafah over the weekend that left dozens of Palestinians dead and the social media firestorm that followed. On Sunday, the IDF located and targeted two Hamas leaders. Yassin Rabia is one of them, is the head of Hamas in the West Bank, and Khaled Nagar, he's another senior official of Hamas. Both wanted men with blood on their hands. These jihadists were in a compound a mile away from the humanitarian zone that was created to keep Palestinian civilians safe. There was another unauthorized camp about 200 yards away from the compound. Israel identified the two and launched a precision airstrike targeting only the terrorist leaders, in accordance with international law. Shortly after the strike, a secondary explosion was heard and a fire erupted near the compound. It is believed that this was caused by Hamas weapons that were stored near the compound. Hamas has been using the civilian area to launch rockets at Israel for months. You can see the rocket launchers from aerial footage. Israel's strike alone could not have caused this level of damage and destruction. Palestinian eyewitnesses also report that the secondary explosion and fire were caused by Hamas weapons.
مستودع سلاح ولا طلع يعني اللي خلطوها اليهود مش قويه يعني صاروخ صغير لانه مش فاهم شو كبيره وعندها يطلع توابع لتفجيرات كتير.
But of course, media outlets and social media activists and celebrities around the world who never heard of Rafah in their lives were quick to blame Israel for these horrible deaths, insinuating that Israel did this on purpose. The reality is, the Hamas jihadists were hiding next to a displacement camp. Hamas was storing weapons next to innocent civilians, and Hamas is to blame for these deaths, not Israel. And meanwhile, an international campaign called All Eyes on Rafah is being shared by celebrities and so-called social media warriors in between promoting their tours or their movies. And Instagram virtue signaling without any useful information, because useful information would not work with this new hip social justice cause called anti-Zionism. So here is the useful information for everyone. Hamas jihadists are hiding among Palestinian civilians, and all eyes should be on Hamas. Where are all eyes on the north of Israel when Hezbollah launches rockets on Israel on a daily basis? Where are all eyes on Ukraine, on Russia, the Congo, the Uyghurs, Sudan, where over 8.2 million have been displaced, creating the world's worst refugee crisis? Where are all eyes on Haiti, where gang violence is paralyzing the country? Mexican drug cartels? All eyes on Boko Haram, Nigeria? What about all eyes on the hostages that are still being held in Rafah? What about all eyes on the Israeli women that were raped by Hamas? And what about all eyes on Kfir and Ariel Bibas? And yet, all those people are posting all eyes on Rafah. Pretty sure they don't know where Rafah is on the map. So to all of you who are posting that without knowing any of what happened, I suggest that you actually open your eyes and realize once and for all that you're being used by jihadi terrorist agenda that is not just causing the death of Palestinians and Israelis, but it's coming for you too.